March 30, 2018. Feared Trump spy network captures deep state assassin spreading mysterious flu virus in Massachusetts. A breathtaking new foreign intelligence service SVR report circulating in the Kremlin today states that the feared private spy network set up by President Donald Trump captured two American shadow government deep state assassins on 25 March in Tewksbury, Massachusetts, identified as Franco S. Bradley and Adrienne D. Jennings, and after whose capture, saw Bradley possessing his Department of Defense (DoD) concealed carry weapons badge and admitting that he was on a classified government mission but whose true mission was to spread a mysterious flu virus which Drive. Ali Raja, vice chairman of Massachusetts General Hospital's emergency department, has just warned is already impacting his state. According to this report, in January 2017, SVR intelligence analysts reported that forces loyal to President Trump conducted a massive raid on the Atlanta, Georgia, headquarters of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), and that was followed a few weeks later by deep state financier operative Bill Gates suddenly appeared before all of the defense ministers in the world at the Munich Security Conference to announce that 30 million human beings would soon die from an unspecified, not known pandemic. In early January of this year, this report continues, loyal Trump forces preparing a trap for his deep state enemies were blindsided when, without notice, the CDC gravely announced an event that it said would start preparing the American people for nuclear war. Though the CDC nuclear war warning was quickly taken down from their website, this report details, the person identified for its posting was U.S. Public Health Service Commander Drive. Timothy Cunningham, but who before he could be questioned by Trump-loyal forces, disappeared on 12 February leaving his wallet, dog and keys inside his locked house that had two open windows with the vast deep state mainstream propaganda media machine, then quickly claiming that he may have gone missing because he didn't receive a promotion that was subsequently shown to be a fake news lie, as Commander Cunningham had, indeed, just been given a promotion by the CDC prior to his disappearing. Important to note about Commander Drive Cunningham, this report says, is that his Doctor of Science SCD degree is a higher doctorate than those possessing a normal medical doctorate of Doctor of Philosophy PhD, thus giving grave credibility to the warning he issued shortly before his disappearance that the disastrous flu shot was responsible for the deadly flu epidemic that swept America this past year. Immediately upon Commander Drive Cunningham being confirmed as missing, this report continues, President Trump's highly secretive global spy network sent out an emergency bulletin requesting that all local police departments in the United States be on the lookout for certain persons meeting some unique characteristics, one of which was persons staying in temporary lodgings, motels, hotels, planting surveillance cameras around their rooms, such as known CIA operative Stephen Paddock had done prior to the Las Vegas massacre. One of the persons receiving this emergency bulletin from Trump's global spy network, this report explains, was Police Chief Timothy B. Sheehan of the Tewksbury, Massachusetts Police Department, whose membership in the over 330,000 strong National Fraternal Order of Police, that overwhelmingly supports Trump, gives Trump's secretive global spy network vast intelligence that bypasses normal U.S. federal police agencies infiltrated by deep state operatives. Being armed with the knowledge of what Trump's global spy network was looking for, this report further details, Tewksbury Police Chief Sheehan, this past Sunday 25 March, sprung into action when he was alerted that a man named Franco S. Bradley had called his police department saying that the surveillance camera he had attached to the door of his room at a local hotel had gone out immediately after, which saw dozens of Tewksbury and neighboring police forces descend on the extended stay residence in Marriott, which is the same hotel chain owning the Blackstone Hotel in Chicago, said to have been used by CIA operative Stephen Paddock in the months just prior to the Las Vegas massacre. Like CIA operative Stephen Paddock, too, this report continues, when Tewkesbury police forces entered the room of Franco S. Bradley, they were confronted with a massive arsenal of weapons that included semi-automatic weapons, bump stocks, silencers, grenade launchers, sophisticated communications systems and large-capacity magazines for various types of guns. Franco S. Bradley quickly stated to Tewkesbury police forces that he and his companion Adrian D. Jennings were on a classified mission, with it quickly being discovered that Bradley had a valid Department of Defense (DoD) concealed weapons carry badge, and whose company he owns, named Ensima, proudly displays badges for a number of U.S. government agencies, including the CDC, the Department of Energy, ITER, Medical Countermeasures Systems, CERN, and soldier sensors and lasers, and whose lawyer told police Bradley, also, sells communication devices to the U.S. military. Deep state assassin Adrian D. Jennings captured along with Bradley, this report further notes, is a Harvard University graduate who recently shared photos from what she labeled a business trip to Havana, Cuba, and who in the past year posted to her social media accounts about CIA operative Stephen Paddock presenting theories for his motive. Most critical, though, to note about deep state assassin Franco S. Bradley, this report details, is his having been included in a WikiLeaks database of known U.S. intelligence operatives, and as one report details by stating, and that immediately after this stunning revelation, saw WikiLeaks leader Julian Assange having his internet service cut off. According to Franco Bradley's LinkedIn profile, he also goes by Frank Bradley and lives in Coppell, Texas. These two facts help connect him to a series of WikiLeaks releases. Frank Bradley and his Ensima email address frank.bradley@ensima.us show up on a WikiLeaks file called Lifetime Value Report. This is part of a series of releases by WikiLeaks on its global intelligence files from a 2012 Stratfor release. WikiLeaks' explanation of the report is they reveal the inner workings of a company that fronts as an intelligence publisher, but provides confidential intelligence services to large corporations, such as Bhopal's Dow Chemical Co., Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, and government agencies, including the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. Marines, and the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency. The emails show Stratfor's web of informers, payoff structure, payment laundering techniques, and psychological methods. To what the true classified mission of deep state assassins Franco S. Bradley and Adrian D. Jennings really was, as VR intelligence analysts in this report state, was to mass infect a large anti-gun rally occurring in Boston this past Sunday with a man-made weaponized flu virus created by deep state-aligned scientists at the CDC, with their, at least, partial success of doing so now being reported, with what is being called a second flu wave hitting this region, and whose best American expert to defend against would be the CDC's Commander Drive Cunningham, who is their top epidemic intelligence officer if he wasn't missing. With over 1,200 people in Texas alone reported to have died from this CDC-created super deadly flu strain in the last week of January, this report concludes, the American people are still not being told the truth that this flu virus has been weaponized for its widest transmission, and who still can't comprehend that the deep state is prepared to kill millions to get out the mess they're in, and whose massive victims will, no doubt, be Trump supporters whom the deep state mainstream propaganda media has already declared deserve to die. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Albert Einstein,